I didn't mean to hit record, but you know what? We're here, and I'll just let it record. I'm not even ready, but we're gonna get in. I was gonna do a live stream. I cannot do a live stream. So, well, originally, so here's the thing. Because this is what's coming through. My guides just told me why I had the conundrum I did before coming into the stream. Well, video. So I walked in. I tried to get a room. There's no rooms available, so I just okay, I'll get a study room instead. Because study rooms, if I can't go live, I'll just record a video. It's whatever, right? I don't know how to get this centered either. Maybe I need to be centered. Maybe it's me. But also, since I couldn't do that, I was like, okay, I'll come in here. I'll go live. And I was like, well, my other phone, the one I'm using to record now, not my iPhone, has data on it. So why don't I just try and go live? My phone, when I was going to go live, was buggy. It would not work, and I was like, okay, so never mind. So I went back, did a video. I turned up the volume on accident. Sorry, notification. I turned the volume on accident and started the video early. Um, so there is, first of all, there is a plan that you keep, or not even a plan, but there's an idea that you are faced with, whether it's person, place, thing, that you keep going back and forth with despite you already having physical proof of it not changing from its original state. And there's something about the original state between you and this person that keeps defaulting to a non-negotiable mindset, or this person placing that goes to a non-negotiable mindset where you it's like you changed how you were moving or how you were thinking or how you were feeling about something, and you don't think it can, you didn't want it to change something bad, but you changed it to something bad internally that you've been trying to break through and get rid of. Sorry, it's kind of confusing because it's a mental game that you have on yourself. It's a bit of trauma that needs to be healed. So I would focus on that. Also, with the live not going immediately, there's something that needs to be kept hidden or kept secret. It doesn't need to be flashy for everyone. So expect something private to come through. Expect maybe even a more private lifestyle. Whether that is, internal, external, depending on who you are and what you're doing, and how much that you are really aware of not only what's happening around you, not by person, but by yourself, and how you're interacting with things around you, and how your own psyche could be tricking you. So pay attention to those things at the time, heavily. That's what I was getting first, and that's just kind of where we're gonna leave it to move. I feel like this is a lot to do with abandonment and or just relationship trauma, relationship, friendship, family, however, just within life. And you are having a hard time getting away from the paradigm of believing that something is always going to go wrong, or that there's always like a boogeyman around the corner to take something from you. There's something that it's a seed that you're growing. You've been growing this seed for a while, or you've had this idea of this seed for a while, and it's starting to grow. That's just this uncomfortability where it's seeing how deep will your roots actually get before, not even before you bloom, before you finally get stable. How deep does your actual trauma run? Is what I'm getting. And obviously, when I do lives, readings are different than when I'm not, for obvious reasons. I mean, let's just be real. But we're gonna see something. This is about your soulmate. It's about someone that you resonate with on a soul level. That's a soulmate. It doesn't have to be romantic, guys. It is just who you resonate with on a soul level. Someone that you fuck with genuinely, and they bang with you, and it's like you may want more from whatever you are doing that is equivalent to this soulmate, this person, place, thing that you are enjoying, that allows your soul to connect with both the masculine and feminine energies, right? And you're needing to see it from a deeper standpoint. You need to see it from a soul rather than an egoic level. There are things that we experience etherically, and there's things that we experience physically, right? Right now, things are in a grafting stage, is how I'm hearing it. So you need to take it easy. You take it a little bit light on yourself when it comes down to this, when it comes down to what you're desiring to do. And we have nice guy. This is someone, yeah, this is I like this. This is someone, this is sweet. And see, some of y'all aren't gonna like this reading. I'm gonna point that out right now, but there is a conundrum where you aren't healing, which is why you don't enjoy these kind of readings where it's full of love. It's because you still have a trauma of love. You still have a repulsion of love. So I wanted to point that out because there are a lot of you who are genuinely missing out on opportunities because you keep trying to enforce your own sensuality, your own missing even sexuality within people or within things, and you're not realizing it. The intense pull you feel, though that is a normal thing for us to have, that magnetism, what is guiding you to that? And why are you stuck? You see what I mean? So you kind of have to think about that. I want to point that out because, and it's again, like people don't understand how healing works because no one really focuses. The body needs to rest. The body can't open up the wound again. It needs to scab over. You know, once that scabbing is there, once that tough skin is there, where you don't care or you are no longer affected emotionally in the same way, that's when you guys are doing your healing. That's when the scab goes away. All that rough goes back into your normal skin. You take away that roughness on you. And that's what a lot of you are stuck in, which is why you keep getting the same readings and why this and that's happening and blah, 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 and so many things around you. It's because you're focusing on the scab still and you keep picking at it, you know. But to move on and move forward, there is someone in your vicinity, either a guy or you could be this nice guy that is a soulmate to someone else that you're coming in. You need to be aware, and if you are this nice guy coming in as someone's soulmate, you need to be aware that this individual that you're seeing has similar injuries to you. And it's not about trauma bonding. It is about healing each other. You could be older or younger, but it's important to see the connections, especially if you are older. You may have a disconnect through generation through this person and through your soulmate, I should say. And it's not, don't let it get to you in the sense of, oh, they'll never understand. Allow yourself to teach this individual, your soulmate, teach them about yourself through what you've gone through. And you, if you aren't this nice guy coming in and you are waiting for this nice guy, doesn't matter if you're male, female, doesn't matter, nice actions, masculine energy, nice guy, nice actions, right? Someone is giving you nice actions, you know, giving you the receptivity you need. I think I said that right, doesn't matter. Anyway, you need to be aware that this person is going to play on a parental and or familial trauma. It's not that they are doing it on purpose, but it is showing you as the mirror of this individual and as them being a mirror of you, the points that you need to heal from. You all might have things that they might like things that your parents like, or you might like things that they liked when they were younger, right? Allow those things to be connector points. Don't overthink it. It's okay to romanticize in the moment, but do not attach yourself to a lackluster outcome. What you're searching for and what this individual is searching for may be two different things, but you need each other's energy to grow. One of you are going to be financially taking care of the other in some way, shape, or form. And this is going to build you up. Vice versa, the other one is going to tame you. The wild aspects where the feelings and emotions get too wild and you want what you want now and you're not allowing the energy to flow and you put that dam there, that's what they're going to help you with. And within this time period, within this phase, even if you are in this phase, this is what you're kind of learning about, it's important to not rush anything. It's important to be honest. It's important to be transparent. One of you is not used to physical touch, and the other one isn't either, but you enjoy giving hugs and you enjoy like the sensuality of holding one another. This is going to be a interesting, I don't want to say iceberg, but that's what's coming through, an interesting iceberg, because it's going to get deep. There's something about your all's souls that even though one might not be the best for the other, it's something about feeling in a spot that you truly desire. And it's not about blanketing it, it's not about covering it up, it's about actual desire. So it's like, don't be afraid to do what you are desiring. Speak it before you act it. But allow yourself to become more childlike with this. That's how it's coming through. And it's very somber, it's very slow. And I don't want to mean somber as in like, anything dull, but it's a very slow paced, like, can you keep up? And it has nothing to do with your pace, it's with your endurance. One of you is more detached than the other. One of you wants a relationship and the other one doesn't need one. They're okay, but they find solace in you. They find so much peace in you, they may want to tag you along with their life. Okay? And I already felt that projection. I don't know who you are, but you need to get out of the past. This has nothing to do with your past person. This is a new energy. You are the problem because you won't leave the past. So you need to leave the past behind. I don't know who's coming through and saying like this, I don't want this person, they're evil. You don't know this person. You're traumatized and you're preventing love to come to you. So don't complain when you don't get love from God or anyone else because you won't accept it for yourself in the first place. You see what I mean? So stop blaming other people for the lack of you accepting love. Point blank simple. That's a tough pill to swallow, but I'm someone that will lay down that barrier. I'm a threshold guardian for peace sake. I'm going to put that boundary there. And if you want to cross it, you will, and it will end up on the wrong side. Simple as, right? But there is something going on with that. There's a lot of animosity between the connection that you two have. And again, like this is where it's like you both might not stay together. You both might just be there for a minute, but it's because you're both rising each other up. And you're not doing it within sexual acts. And again, someone doesn't want you to speak about this, to speak about what you two are working on together. They don't want someone to steal this or to attach something to it, you know. So I would be aware of this specific connection, because there's someone or people around you that see this that are very imbalanced. So let me give you a scenario, okay? Let me give you a really good scenario. Let's say you are in like a halfway house situation, right? And you and someone else are doing your thing, right? You're hanging around someone that you enjoy, and their life's leveling up and yours leveling up, and you're both going same speed, you know, nothing changes. There's people around you that do not like that connection because it's something that they thrive for. Yet they can't handle it because they don't accept love for themselves. They see it as like a materialistic buddy system in a sense. You don't operate that way. Though things between you and this soulmate may be material, that is not where it roots in. If there is a lack of material or a lack of financial spending, your boat doesn't sink. It gets stronger. You seek different avenues. You and this person might go out to eat a lot. You and this person just really hang out a lot. There is a romantic feeling. Someone may have to break down their own barriers to allow this sort of romance to come through. It is possible. It is very possible. That it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of you balancing yourself, because there's something you haven't been able to move on from due to improper divination use. And this collective is on you all. Not saying you're doing readings, it's just when you are watching readings, if you're not watching it for entertainment and you're watching it for actual messages, you have to be in a different mindset. You have to be in discernment. You have to be grounded. You can't be all panicked and coming in and spewing out what you want when there's a whole collective that they're reading. You're not part of it, but you're feeling FOMO, and that's your abandonment wound. Why isn't this about me? My abandonment wound matters too. It does. But you have been focused on for so long that you haven't been focused on yourself because you're so dependent on other people telling you about yourself, right? This is what that's talking about. That's what's causing a lot of people's imbalances, and I've already talked about this before on my channel, and that's kind of why I stepped away from doing this divination and went to teaching the roots of tarot for a minute so that we could walk this journey and heal. Apparently, around 2,000 people didn't want to heal. But those 2,000 people came back, and now they still upset because they didn't heal. They just thought they could jump to Britain. No, you're stepping on spikes now because you didn't want to do the work before. You don't get to tag along with us now. I've kicked you all out. Your door's locked, and bye-bye, right? Sucks to be you. You should have done the work, and we all did it together, right? I'm telling you, it's just the truth. There is a truth within it, though, as well. It's not saying that divination is bad, but it's saying you need to be more stable before jumping your mind into this. Because again, you keep looking at people in like I'm going to just say it this way because it's only in an egotistical way. What can I get out of them? But you don't operate like that on the physical. Some of you, and this is not all of you, this is some of you, y'all. It's like, oh, well, I don't think this person would be good and bad, or I don't like, I don't think this person would, be with me in this sense because they're this, that, and the other. And this is where you start to fall flat. This is where you start to condition your love. So don't. Oh, goodness. Do not condition your love. Do not attach what you want out of someone to them. This could have a lot to do with talking about things. This could even just do with morbid curiosity. When you ask a question, are you expecting an answer and an action? Or are you expecting them to explain how they feel? Are you wanting something to be right for an answer, or are you genuinely curious? And that's what you got to sit down with yourself. Are you vulnerable enough? Are you healed enough to talk to someone else about these things that aren't related to trauma, but they're related to what you personally are aspiring to have and to move forward with? Talk to them and see how they, not how they respond, but how they are when you ask this question. Don't just pay attention to their words, pay attention to them. Don't overthink. Be in the moment and feel. That's a big struggle for a lot of people, is being in the moment and feeling. So take this time to feel, because again, there's something about you being spiteful to yourself, or you talking down and saying, oh, it's not this, it's not that, is what's keeping you from reaching that next level, either with this person or with someone that you're desiring, right? Or someone that's desiring you. Again, you are manifesting someone in, but you're not rising to that ability. You're manifesting a lot in for you, but you haven't shown enough proof to yourself that you want what you are desiring. It drives you insane, but it doesn't give you what you want. But again, because you're not taking leadership and you're in this divine energy, that's what's causing this mental issues. Someone knows that they do want a commitment with you. And they know that there's a lot of jealousy and envy that comes with it. But again, it's something about your all spirits that are good. And I just seen it, evil eye trusted in illness. You don't have to worry about someone sending you evil eye anymore. They're falling ill. Some of you are still leaving that sort of gunk, and you need to do your spiritual cleanses. You need to do your spiritual cleanses. Stop sleeping on them. You need to do them. It's not all the time. Water isn't going to solve everything. You got to go out there and really do some different things. Ground, frequencies, everything. Your auric field, your electromagnetic. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of energy around. You got a bunch of fields on you. But there is a soulmate that is here, and they're not here to judge you. They're not here to cause you any calamities or to make you feel a certain way. They're there to open you up. And I'm just hearing what you want is not as far away from your reach as you think. What you want is very attainable with whoever this is. You need to show it. And again, you can ignore all the attacks coming to you. That's what they want you to know. There's no attacks. If you're in this energy, the attacks are over. So keep moving. And what you're feeling is residual falling off of you. Again, if you're in this energy. So what's going on here? Can we... Yeah, background noise. There's just a bunch of background noise happening right now. And this background noise is perfect for you and this nice guy to kind of come to your senses. There's something about you releasing things that had you bound up. You're not caught up in something. You don't get caught up anymore as well. You can release yourself from these binds. You don't need them. They're not helpful to you, and they're not giving you what you want. And I'm noticing this reading is going very slow. Again, this has a lot to do with your speed. Like, why are you trying to rush something? Why do you feel like there's competition in something that you already have clarification on? Why do you allow these cords and tethers to sour on your own end? You know? But what you may also be picking up is a bunch of people talking about you. This person talking to you about others. This person trying to... It's like someone's talking to this person. Like if someone in a group chat talking to this nice guy, or you're this nice guy and you're dealing with this individual who's talking bad about your soulmate, you need to leave this individual, because all they're doing is confusing you, which your soulmate picks up on, and it's confusing them. This is a physical bet. This is something on the physical. This is not a spiritual thing. Someone has made a bet with themselves and said, I bet I can rip you two apart. Don't be annoyed, y'all. You are defended. You are being protected. They got egg on their face. They're preparing to set you up. They're preparing for this set because they don't want to be denied by someone, but it's already being deactivated. Someone doesn't have the power. Someone's not going to have the tools. By the second that they get up and try to do something, they're going to collapse. They got egg on their face. The smell's already broke because you're not being witch hunted, or there's not a reason to condemn you in this light. Yeah. But this dark practitioner is not excited about your good fortune. That's all. That's all. And that's all you have to know. Again, it's a physical contract that someone has no skill to do. You don't have to worry about this third party, whoever this is. Even if this is you battling yourself, whatever thought you're dealing with does not have enough force or skill or power to overcome you. I need to find my 1 and 2. You're not in there. Oh, there you is. We're going to pull out the tarot. We're going to get some signs. We're going to get some more clarification between you and this individual and move on. It just feels very... somber is the word that keeps coming. You have a very interesting connection. This person is a lone wolf. And for some reason, 2 lone wolves just got together and they clicked really hard. This could be a very beneficial friendship. This could be a very, very, very beneficial. Someone doesn't want to label it. So don't let that hurt you either. You should be okay with not labeling things. We have the Hierophant, the Page of Swords inverted, the Moon, the Hermit inverted, and the Four of Cups. So again, there is a connection that needs to be made, but there's not a clear way of doing it. Someone could be a Virgo, someone could be a Scorpio, someone could be a Libra or Aquarius or a cusp. Let me look. Sorry, my bad. Or Cancer. I already said it. No, I didn't. Or Cancer. Someone could be born the year of the horse. At the end of the year, this could have happened. You could have something about New Year's, man. Something about near the end of the year. The last 3 months of the year is significant. That the Ace of Cups. Again, this is a refinement for you. This is nothing bad. I mean, it's horse year again. The beginning of the year. Something about the end and the beginning of the year. Another Cancer. Venus is involved, obviously. 2002. Or the year 990 could be significant, or just 9 itself. But you do have a chance to refill yourself on all levels. You just have to see what you have, not how to use it, but how to clean it, because it's been dirtied. You feel bad about wanting something, about your justice. You could be a Libra, they could be a Libra, or this is just about you all needing to balance yourself. This, when I rose, I did a short little meditation, and I went through the halls of the Medi. I went got my heart weighed, and I was like, okay, good, and went in for a doctor check, basically, right? Just weighed my heart, made sure I was doing well. Your heart is fine, but your mental is fucked. It's like the Three of Swords. It hasn't came out, but that's what it is. It's the Three of Swords. Someone could be a Libra. Again, that balancing energy, that judgmental energy where you're looking at something and you're like, but look at this. Yeah, again, it's something about the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups inverted, and the Nine of Pentacles inverted. You were hiding behind there. You're not seeing the beauty because you keep trying to plan something. You want it your way. Like, oh, what if we do this and this? And who cares? But you want at this point in time. When two souls with the same goal come together, you have to compromise. Someone could be a Pisces. Someone could be born in the middle of the year, the tiger. Someone could be a Capricorn or a Virgo. Year of the monkey and year of the rat. It's something about the middle. It's like 6 months and 12 months. Your main cycles. We talked about that before already. But there's something about there's a relationship or a friendship that is solid that comes in every 6 months, or a new opportunity that blossoms for you every 6 months, but you had a blockage every time in the past that kept you from moving forward because you didn't see the beauty in something. You didn't get something your way. Something didn't play out in the way that you had imagined it, which is why it doesn't work. You know what you want, but you need to stick to what you want. So if you're trying to manifest someone in, stick to it. Don't change the course. Go back and see your original plan. Again, man, going back and forth and back. With the Four of Swords and the Lovers inverted, the Eight of Swords upright, and the Page of Pentacles, you need to rest. You need to drop a lot of the things you're thinking of and rest, because that's what's keeping you disconnected from a lot of things at this time. Someone could be Gemini, someone could be Libra, someone could be Gemini again. Sorry. Or someone could be a cusp between Capricorn and Taurus with the Page of Pentacles. But here, let me get what would that be? Four Swords? Year of the Rooster and Year of the Snake. That's hilarious. So pay attention. Someone could be a third deacon Libra as well. You could be a third deacon Libra. They could be one. But this is important for you to know because you have what you want. It's there. You haven't asked a question. You want someone to keep coming towards you. You keep wanting to pull things in. But you need to have something stable to hold yourself up while you're pulling these things in. And that stable thing would be your mind, so that you can communicate and not be weighed down with the Sun. The Sun, the Queen of Wands, the Magician, the Three of Wands inverted, Judgment, and the Ten of Wands again. You have everything that you need. You have manifested it in front of you, and you are living it in this current time. You see it. Aries energy, Leo energy, and another Aries energy. More Aries, and just a lot of fire. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of new passion. There's a lot of new ideas. But there's a lot of ideas. With the Judgment, the Ten of Wands, like you keep judging a situation and seeing things. It's like, oh, this is blah, blah, blah. Someone could also have a tether on you because they know that you like them and they keep sending you projections and shit. Remove them. Because it's not allowing you to move forward. Maybe some of you don't need to move forward. Some of y'all need to sit where you're at for a minute. And you'll know if you do. There's no need to ask. If you have to ask, do I have to sit still? You probably do. That's why you're asking yourself it, because that's the first thing that comes to your whole body is maybe I should just relax. So take a break. But something is so interesting about this. The way the divine is doing this particular meeting or this particular interaction with this person, every interaction is so interesting. How much control do you have, and are you controlling yourself to the point to where you're not allowing yourself to express who you are? Or are you allowing yourself to express who you are, but you're not embodying it fully? And that's what you gotta ask yourself at this time. What is causing you your injustice? You keep allowing guilt, shames, past tense events from allowing you to be innocent, causes innocence to prevail inverted. You're not innocent because your mind is corrupting what you have in front of you. You're allowing yourself to feel these pulls and do these outlandish things that aren't in your character. And the divine's like, what are you doing? The Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. You already know what you have in front of you. You need to move forward. You need to heal. Loyalty and allegiance, friendships and reconciliation. You got a friend for life. You have someone that you can depend on in this time. Or there's someone that you want to talk to. You got to heal yourself and talk to them. This could even be people coming back. This could be business ideas, passions, hobbies coming back. You just needed to be stronger. That door never shut for you. It was just being guarded. The Hermit and the Eight of Wands inverted. Again, because there's something about you popping out too soon. Or you trying to move something too fast and it's failing. You're not supposed to move. You're being told no with the Eight of Wands inverted. No. You're not being very passionate towards what God has given you. Even though that Nine of Cups is there, you see it, but you're not being passionate with it. The Hermit inverted, because you know something. You're not allowing natural events to progress. You're not allowing yourself to grow spiritually with this connection. You're wanting something physical out of it. From this Emperor, someone who's protecting you, someone who is guiding you. Maybe you're taking rides with them. You know, you're being protected by this person. With the Sun, and you know it. They helping you grow. And an Emperor, this nice guy, let me come back to you, good old sir. If you are this nice guy, you're helping someone heal. And allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to experience what your all souls really came to experience. You won't be bombarded with things. You won't be blamed for something. There's no conspiracy that's going to come against you both. So just have fun is what I'm hearing. Don't be afraid to show out. But I get it. Privacy is needed. But don't be afraid to show the world what you are wanting. And the world being the interaction between you and your soulmate. Temperance. This is that balance. Reconciliation. You're okay. People that were mad at you, it's over. Pile, the Four of Swords, they know that was your mission. They know that you were just doing your thing. It's what you've always done, and it's fine. Like, you're going to get mad at someone for doing what they always did? Weird. Go away. Ace of Wands inverted. The Page of Cups. You don't have any idea of how to come towards this person, or they don't know how to come towards you for victory, but they know working with you would lead to very quick success. The Six of Wands, Knight of Wands, and Three of Pentacles. You need to find common ground. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords, if something will move very quick. There's something about you become more alive around this person. And I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting really sleepy, y'all. The Knight of Cups. But you're not getting nurturing. Neither of you are really getting a nurturing feeling because you need to really just talk about something, man. Like, it's okay. Everyone's different. Everyone has questions. And it's okay to be attracted to whoever you want to be attracted to. Just be honest. Just be honest. Sorry, I was looking at, I just now noticed a notification. It said you're in battery saver mode. Okay. So save your energy. This is a warning from the divine to follow the elements, follow the flow. You want this? You want this? Follow the flow. I'm telling you, follow the flow. It wants to come out again. Be calm. Be in peace. Do not fuck up. Hathor is here to try and help you see how to work and how to express yourself lovingly. Call upon Hathor and thank you, Hathor, for being here, for allowing us to move on the physical, how we speak to ourselves or from our heart. Thank you for allowing us to heal our heart, for showing us the beauty of it, and for protecting us on this path. Akkad Dua Hathor. There's a lot of passion between you and this masculine. There's a lot of action that you all are going to be taking. And you've seen it and you know it. You know the contract between both of you. You've seen it. You know it about how something has to come back to life. About how you both are going to be living beautiful lives. It might not be forever. But something's over. When it comes to these bad cycles, truth was sticking out like that, y'all. I'm telling you. Like, that's the truth. These past karmic cycles of, oh, I have someone I like, but blah, 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 and then that stuff's over. You need to get out of that mindset. Michael's here protecting you from lies, from falsities, from things that are hidden from you. You might think that things are being hidden from you for your protection, right? But what if things are being hidden from you because you're reluctant to act on it? Have you ever thought about that? How sometimes we need to do things. We need to take action. With Mars again, action. The rules. You know your contract with this person, so why aren't you playing your role? What has you so scared to playing your role that you made with another soul before coming down, you know? Because it's not an illusion. It's not fake. It's you coming back to what you wanted to finish with someone. And it's like, oh, but blah, 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 or they're not spiritual, or they're not this or that. Who cares what they are and aren't? You need to just see what your soul is desiring, what a mutual soul is desiring, and walk with it, I'm telling you, what your ancestors want you to know. Like, you're free. You vindicated us. Now go get what you want. You're fine. You know right from wrong. You know if the stove is hot, you won't touch it. You mastered yourself. But you're getting a downgrade, or you feel downgraded because you're not following the law. You're not following the flow. That's the truth. And you know you're in your north node. It's just you're not moving forward like you are. You need to look at your north node and really study it. What does a Aquarius north node mean? What does a Leo north node mean? What does a Capricorn north node mean? Look things up, y'all. We have the internet, and some of y'all are just afraid to look things up because of misinformation. It's called digging. It sucks. I know. I had to do the same thing. We all have to if we want information. It depends on how bad you want it. But you can go do reads and stuff. Don't use AI to figure that shit out. Just literally read. Go find out. I want to find out what the vibe is between you and this individual. I don't want to get anyone else. I want to figure out you and this nice guy, or a nice guy, you and your soulmate. What brought you together? Love. Peace and love is what brought you together. It's right here. Lust inverted. Not greed. Not by being inconsiderate. Not by being selfish. Not by getting anything you need by any means necessary. This is a peaceful, loving connection that brought you together. So can you move forward in that energy still? Knowing this, can you move forward knowing that your thoughts and your feelings are not lustful? They're not to take advantage. They're an experience that you really want to have. But again, some of you have made peace with lust. And that's the consequence. That's a bad signal. Someone's about mixing the signals. But again, it's something about you need to remove, or that you have been removing these ties. You might need to remove sexual energy from past partners. You might need to remove root chakra ties, your sacral ties. However, work on your chakras. There's something being blocked though. So don't be confused about why you're not getting nurturing and why you're in over your head. You keep being hopeful for something you're not putting emotions into, which is why you keep getting shattered. You're not clingy. You might feel like, oh, am I clingy? No. This person enjoys what you're doing for them, right? You just keep making a bad decision by daydreaming, not going out and getting it. So go unstuck yourself. Unstick yourself. You're incontent because of these rash actions, you know. People can tell you're fucked up sometimes. It's like, damn, dude, did I do that? It's like, no, you're okay. Like, be vulnerable. Hey, did I make you mad? Like, no, you didn't make me mad. Okay, thank you. Just wanted to make sure, you know? Because you already know that you're used to being left out. And you know that you aren't going to have someone around. This could even be like, I don't know, like, give love to the ones you love so you don't regret it later. This is about cleaning a palette. And it's getting heavy, but it's about cleaning a palette. You need to cleanse your palette. You need to really reset how you're feeling and how you're moving. Because there's something that's not right. And it's not something we can pick. We could pick it up on reading. Let me be real, but it's blocking your soulmate. Divine masculine, or you collective, whoever this is, this nice guy or you, this is what's blocking it. Is you're not talking about what you want. Some of y'all got really attached to someone because you haven't had someone around you in a while. And they see that, which is why they enjoy being around you, because you're not there to take up someone's space or to be an annoyance or make noise. You're there to enjoy the company of someone who gives you peace. And you give them peace. And I want to say puppy love, but not in a bad sense. I mean, again, either you or them know that you've been abused. And that's why you are the way you are. You've been abused mentally. And they get it. They want to help you, but they don't know how. So you just gotta figure it out. What do you need to do to open yourself up? Michael's here. Burning bridges so that you can see who your enemies are. For our Michaels, burning bridges or burning these cords away, cutting these cords away that you know are there, or that you are allowing to corrupt you. Michael's also keeping you from turning back. You want this, you can go get it. This is a divine intervention. Whatever's going to happen between you and this person is divine intervention. It is protection. When the divine removes you from this person, it is not to hurt you. It is to show you how attached you got to someone and how you need to stop giving yourself away like that. And you might just be like close to someone, but you're not giving them a lot of energy. But when you leave, fear comes upon. But again, it's like there's a lack of trust that you have that's being killed right now. And this nice guy might have known at first that you had trust issues, which they wanted to help you with, so they started, teaching you the lessons, but they realized that they hurt you. So they stopped. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'll do it again. They stopped. I was like, I hope you're not mad at me. I didn't mean to, Listen, you both think each other are cute. And you're both very just exhausted and wore out by life. And it's like, I don't know, you've never had a friend like this. And they've been wishing for a friend like you again. That's how I'm hearing it. So there's just a peace. But it's like it's wants to cry. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna get the gateway activation. I haven't done this one in a while. I feel called to it, so we might as well jump in. So we have Emerald Tablet Activation, Cosmic Order, Divine Alchemy, and Conscious Manifesting. Again, you already know what you want. You now have to walk your path. This is the Akashic Records. Ooh, it's not a fucking hall. That's an egregore thing. That's a whole archon thing that you're looking at. It's not. It's a choice. At the end of the day, it's a choice. You manifest what you want. You see it. You read your own script of your own life, of what you want, of all the possibilities you have. You read it, you pick it, and then you walk the path. That is the Akashic Records. It's not you reading through books. That's a meditative thing that man has made so that you can visualize better. That's not what it is. Okay, so let's not get that twisted. That's not saying that there's not a library that holds all these records, but the Akashic Library is not what you think. What happens when you enter a library? Do you know? A library of the sky is the limit, right? The Seven of Cups. Well, there's so many cups in those clouds. That's your Akashic Records. It's a choice that you make from all the things that you see around you in your realm that you choose from and pick and move with. Don't get it twisted with anything else. That's what it is. We don't need this dogma with this mojo jojo shit. We need the truth. And I'm here to tell you it. So you can break these spells and you can move forward. Because it's what holds everyone back. Okay? So just know that. That's not saying you didn't see what you seen. But not everything that you see is made by the divine. There are plenty of man-made things here. Okay? So let's not get it twisted. If you can be hypnotized, if you can close your eyes and visualize, so someone can tell you what to visualize with the eyes closed too. You know what I mean? Because you're telling yourself to see it, so someone else can tell you to see it too. It's the same thing with the white image of Jesus, right? There's no fucking way. But yet everyone has it around, so then they, I think it's an association thing because you don't know anything else other than. Anywho, Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirth by light, and crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. You can acquire what you are desiring. Everything is open. You might need to listen to the Orion activation meditation that I have on my channel, which I made really before I had this deck, I believe. Which is really cool. But go listen to it. We have the ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, and boundaries. Your ancestors are just wanting you to move forward the way you need to. You know who your ancestors are. You know who is. You might not know them by name, but you know them by spirit, by energy, by frequency, by print. So now it's up to you. You know, how are you going to be? How are you going to be after all of the love that you've received from your ancestors, from other people? I'll get this last one. The divine matrix. Interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God incidences. You've already asked for what you wanted. Some of you all are afraid to do this because the last time you did something like this, it didn't work out well. Right? Different people. Why do we keep thinking everything's going to be the same? Why do you keep running in circles? Why do you keep revolving instead of evolving? Right? That's that trauma that you have to heal from. That's that deep healing that you need to do. All right. But this is the reading, y'all. I love you all so much. Thank you all for everything. Free Dr. Malachi, or the master teacher. I'm going to get the angel cards after I do the outro because there's something I want to talk about. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for everything. I truly appreciate all the support, all the donation. What the fuck that I put in here? Oh, what the heck? Y'all watch me put that in the wrong box too. So you're like, why did you put that in the right box? I'm sitting over here like, yeah. No, but thank you all so much for everything. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. For Dr. Malachi, or the master teacher, if you guys are interested in readings, those are going readings or healing services, practitioner services. Those are on hold for a minute. I cannot right now. I am in a really big process. I can't do those. If you are needing books, hit me up. If you're needing the books I have wrote, email me and I will work through that. But I can't do services. I'm not free right now. I have things that I need to really focus on and get done, or it's not going to be fun for me in this next chapter. I get that not a lot of people have the knowledge that I have, or the experience that I have, or the help I can give, but I need to focus on myself at this time. So thank you all for understanding that. When time comes when I'm not needing to like be so, here, I'll be out more, but I've truly done more than I've needed to do in this time. There were a lot of days where I did overstress myself and overwork myself that I'm still recovering from, mentally and emotionally. Because people, there's a lot that I don't talk about on my channel and you just kind of see it. But for the past 6 months, I have been on a divine mission. Some of you already know about it, some of you don't. And it has been some of the most gut-wrenching and awful experiences I've had recently. So I'm still coping with that. I'm still healing from all that. Even talking about it now makes me tear up a little bit and make me want to cry, because it's just, life is such a beautiful thing. And in those times of pressure, it really shows you how hard you are on yourself. And I need that time to really evaluate how I'm going to move in this next chapter, basically. Not because of anything wrong, but because of, honestly, because of attachments. I'll say that. From what I've seen, it's that attachment. And, there's no shame in the game. We all have things we're working through. But I do need this time for rest, so thank you so much. Thank you all for the concern for the living situation. That is, something's happening with that. I'm not going to speak too much on it. But if you would like to help, you can donate to my Cash App, my Venmo, my Chime, or my PayPal. All those are in the description. That is the best and easiest way to help me, as I am saving up money for that at this time. But thank you all for that and overstanding, and thank you for the ones that received services and haven't got them back. I know it's been a while. I will get to them as soon as I can, truly. I'm going to do my best. But I do need a lot of rest at this time. So I do apologize for the extended wait. But regardless, we're going to get these angels. We're going to move forward. And then we're going to be out. Ooh, I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. Y'all are funny. We got a lot. We got a lot. Ain't no issue though. Oh my goodness. Alright, so first we have the Divine Physician, Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. Move your body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. Trust your vibes. Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. New beginning. Thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. Study and learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. The miracle of forgiveness, Archangel Jeremiel. Thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me to understand the process of forgiveness. Manifesting miracles, Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. Spiritual abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. Take time to breathe. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing you're here. Earth angels. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. Transformation, Archangel Zadkiel. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. Inner power, the Divine Father. Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. And loved one in heaven. Thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. With that being said, this is the reading. Thank you all so much for being here again. Thank you all for all the supports, the likes, the comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether they are energetic or financial. I truly appreciate them all. If you can't donate financially, do not worry. It's not a stressor. Don't freak out, okay? Everything will be fine. Everything is fine. But I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for spending this time out of your day to listen to a healing message rather than incorporating yourself with drama all the time or this, that, and the other and getting your heart chakra all ramped up. Thank you for being here to be vulnerable with me. I enjoy being vulnerable on this channel. It helps me and it helps other people too. I'm about to cry again. I really feel. So thank you all so much for being part of this journey with me. And I'm very glad to be part of this journey with you all. I love you all indefinitely, tenfold, and forever. I'll see you later.